rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Set, ready, 50, plant.
51. Right here, right here.
Set, go.
Mayfield on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, man. Watch the boot, watch the boot. Bang, 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 bang.
Snap.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
On the ready.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Now Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Let's go. 10-2 stop.
Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming. Switch up, switch up.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 51, Mike.
First down, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
51 to Mike, boys, 51.
Big grip.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Mayfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Go. Ready?
54. Here we go. Check.
57. One flag.
Switch it. Undercut.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Make no mistake about it, that's a really dangerous place to run that play. But the way that they're spreading the defense horizontally, you've got to think that as the game goes on, they'll find opportunities vertically downfield as well.
Here we go. 120! Let's go. Straight.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. That's to his running back, complete. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
54's my grip. 54.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. The 30, 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Shotgun now for Wentz. But he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fisher. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. They find some open field here. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
First down, Cincinnati.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. 6 guys.
And an alley to run. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Check. Wall, get wall.
Pilot, 64, weak.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Let's get
61, matchbox lights.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Wentz now on 1st down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Check safety, check safety. Check 99.
Go.
No.
Hey, empty. Hey, rip 5-2, out here. Here, shift.
Banjo.
Wait, touch.
Now Wentz. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Lefty. Hey, stand.
Lefty. You go tight. You got tight. You got
14, 82, 14.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Hey, Alpha.
50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic. I'm coming.
Ready.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
16-yard
On the set.
Boy, 51. I'm not ready.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Ready, go.
Mike, 50.
Down.
On first and 10, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
Let's see what you got.
Mayfield looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready to break.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
One. Lose 5-7.
Under 10. 10. Hey, switch gears.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Mayfield to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Down. 10-2, son.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
What?
Hey, Mike 51.
Here's Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Two-jet bombers. Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Wentz now on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Now Wentz on 3rd down. He completes it to Boyd. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check, 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 check. Action, action.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there he went quite a ways just to catch that ball. He started out lined up out to the right, caught it on the left side of the field.
So what does that tell us? That there was tremendous protection on that play. Because that's not going to happen very fast to be able to cross all the way from one side of the field to the other. Great job by the offensive line, keeping him upright and plenty of time to find him downfield. And boy, they did it successfully.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Browns take over.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ready?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Hey, Haywood!
On 2nd and a couple, Mayfield, and that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete from the contact. Jabril Peppers on the cover.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
All day, defense, all day.
Defense!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. To throw, Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
I got one. Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Wentz now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Trey 15. Trey 15.
Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Stephon Tuitt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now this time Wentz will throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jonnu Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
14 from 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Bristol, travel.
Kill.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
5-9, 5-9. Hey, exit.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Watch the back.
Hang in there.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Man 5-7.
To throw is Wentz. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Mayfield now. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of...
And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Ram.
Kill.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
82.
To throw, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
And it's 3rd down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. He's checking. Crash.
Man 5-7.
Jumping.
6 down, man, 5-4.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go, team.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 51.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. The throw over the middle taken in. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Buzz.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Mayfield on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist punch from the side. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Coming after you. Check 43.
Well, that run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
I'm here all day.
Win 5-3.
Check 23. Safety pick.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
37's the Mike 37. They're going to need some therapy after this. There we go. 37's the Mike 37.
Go.
I smell fear in that offense. There we go. 37's the Mike 37. Get in the weight room.
4th down, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
54. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Yeah, he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Here's Wentz to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Bravo.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
Ready?
Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Fisher. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Let's go. Has got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go one more.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Go now. 15-1.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. He's got his man on the comebacker. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. As his guys are in for 6. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here we go. Wait.
54. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Switch.
Down the man inside. Down the man.
Shoot. Watch.
Rap.
Hey, watch this. Watch this.
Here, shift. Hey, great 57.
Wentz to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Hey, Delta. Bang. Outside, solid.
Watch that.
Black. Rip.
Check.
Go.
Switch it.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Wentz going to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Check.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Check. Watch 54. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Hey, outside, solid. Hey, 74. Hey, orbit.
Tight dog.
What's that?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw again. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Cincinnati, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.